You ever wonder why some investing apps just make sense right away while other ones feel overwhelming to get started with? Well, that's kind of the deal with Robinhood. Yeah, even though they had their rough moments like when they stopped letting people buy stocks during the whole GameStop situation, Robinhood is still one of the most used investing apps in the world, and honestly, I see why. It's super easy to use, it's clean, and if you know what you're doing, or even if you don't, it's a solid way to get started with investing without making you feel lost or overwhelmed. I'm Alex, and in this video, I'm breaking down exactly how Robinhood works, what it does well, what it's missing, and whether it's a smart place to put your money. So let's get into it. But before we get into the futures, let's talk about how much Robinhood has grown. According to Robinhood's Q4 2024 earnings report, the platform ended the year with over 193 billion assets under custody. That's an 88% increase from just the year before. That means over a double percent increase in just 1 year, which is actually crazy to think about. I mean, that's a pretty big deal for an app that gets constantly criticized for not showing enough financial info. And surprisingly enough, a lot more people have started paying for Robinhood's upgraded plan, which is called Robinhood Gold. I mean, that tells you people are not only liking the app, but they're using it so much to the point where they're actually paying for the extra stuff. So yeah, whether you love it or you hate it, Robinhood is still going strong. Honestly, one of the biggest reasons why Robinhood became so popular is because of how simple it is to use. The layout's super clean, everything's easy to find, and nothing feels overwhelming. Whether you're trying to buy a stock, check your account balance, or set a price alert, everything's clearly laid out and super simple to understand on the platform. I mean, even the app itself was originally designed to use on mobile, which is why it works so great on your phone. But if you prefer a bigger screen, it also runs smooth on desktop without losing that simple and easy to use feel. If you've ever used some of the older broker apps like Fidelity or TD Ameritrade, you know what I mean when I say that they can get super cluttered, confusing, and just overwhelming. There are charts everywhere, different menus, different options, so many pages to go through, and it's just overwhelming. Robinhood is completely the opposite of that. It feels modern, it feels clean, and it just feels like something that's actually approachable, that's not gonna make your brain hurt when you try to use it. Even if you're completely new to investing, it never makes you feel like you're doing something wrong, which is why I love Robinhood. When Robinhood first came out, you could only invest in a few things like ETFs, but since then it's grown a ton. So here's a quick breakdown of what you can trade on Robinhood now. Stocks, ETFs, options, crypto, futures contracts, and yes, even event contracts. As you can see, they have sizably grown what you can invest in on the Robinhood platform. But to be completely fair with you guys and just share with you guys the full picture, there are still some things that you can't trade on Robinhood. Now let's talk about fees for a minute, because let's be honest, nobody likes fees, especially when it comes to investing. One of Robinhood's biggest selling points is that they don't take commissions. That means when you buy or sell something, they don't take an extra cut of your trade. Other apps might charge a few bucks when you make a trade, and even though that might not seem like a big deal at first, if you're somebody who trades a lot and over the time period of multiple trades, it can start to add up, trust me. On Robinhood, you pay 0 trading fees on stocks, ETFs, options, and crypto. That's a huge advantage for somebody who's trying to grow their portfolio without having to get nickeled and dimed. Now, when it comes to crypto, the app does charge a spread fee of 0.6%. And this is just the difference between the buy and sell price. That's actually lower than many other platforms whose spreads can hit 1% or more. If you're somebody who trades futures, the fee is just 75 cents per contract and 50 cents if you're a Robinhood Gold member. And just for comparison, Charles Schwab charges $2.25 per contract. So you can see how Robinhood offers some of the lowest trading costs in the game. And beyond that, there are no hidden fees to worry about. No annual fees, no fees if you don't decide to trade for a while. It's just one $100 fee if you decide to change brokers and you want to transfer your whole account to a different broker. And this fee is pretty standard across the whole industry, to be honest. All in all, if you're looking for a low-cost way to trade and grow your investments, Robinhood is a very affordable option. But if you're somebody who's looking to take trading more seriously, Robinhood Gold might just be worth checking out. It just costs $5 a month and it comes with a ton of extra features that can be really useful. And honestly, they're super valuable even if you're not a full-time day trader. First of all, you earn 4.9% on any unused cash inside of your account. So instead of your money just sitting in your bank account or sitting somewhere and not doing anything, it's actually sitting there and growing at the same time. And honestly, that alone can help you cover the cost of Robinhood Gold like it does for a lot of different users. The next thing is that Robinhood actually offers a 3% match on all of your IRA contributions. That means if you're adding money to your retirement, Robinhood will add extra on top, which is pretty rare for any investing platform. I mean, how I like to think about it is it's basically free money for your future. You also get access to lower margin interest rates. So if you ever borrow money to invest, you'll pay way less to do it. This is honestly more helpful for those advanced investors and traders who use margins on a regular basis. Robinhood Gold also offers level 2 market data, and this just shows more detailed price movement and order activity. This can help you better understand what's going on behind the scenes and help you time your trades more accurately. You'll also unlock Morningstar research reports, which are expert given stock breakdowns, which save you time and give you more confidence when trying to decide what to invest in. Another bonus is bigger instant deposits. This means when you transfer money to your account, more of it becomes available right away, so you're not stuck in that waiting around period. Lastly, you'll get discounted future trading fees, which tends to add up if you're somebody who's trading a lot of futures contracts. Even if you don't use every single future, the high interest on cash and the IRA, that pair up alone can make the $5 monthly price point worth it for a lot of different people. So I think it's a solid upgrade if you're somebody who's looking to take that next step in your investing journey. Now, Robinhood used to be known as just a beginner-friendly app, but now they've added a bunch of cool tools for people who want more control over their trades. And this is all without having to switch over to some overcomplicated or overwhelming platform. So if you're just getting started now, but you're somebody who wants to grow into a more advanced trader over time, Robinhood gives you the ability to do that. So if you're ready to check it out for yourself, I've added our Robinhood link down below. If you use it, it does help the channel. But other than that, let me just give you guys a quick walkthrough of what it actually looks like to sign up and just give you a quick walkthrough of some of the things that they offer. Cool. So yeah, this is the setup page. And just to start off, let's just go to invest, right? This is the main page that you're going to want to go to. We're already here. So trade on your time and your terms, right? They have 24/7 support, no commission fees on stocks, ETFs, and options like I mentioned before. And your first stock is even on us, which is a great marketing ploy on their part. But yeah, let's just check out this page and see what they got going on. So yeah, just stocks and ETFs like I mentioned. So this is pretty cool too. This is called Robinhood Strategies, and it's just kind of like their AI avatar. So yeah, if we go right here, you can see they offer Robinhood Strategies now, which is something that they recently rolled out with. So this is something super cool to check out if you guys are interested in like the AI avatars. The cool thing that I also know about this is it's also managed by people. So it's just not a bot, but it's overlooked by actual people themselves. And then yeah, this is just breaking down ETFs, options, margin, like I mentioned a little bit earlier. So this isn't something I would recommend to everybody, but it's a super cool option to have. And if you're somebody who's already familiar with margins, I would say this is super great to have. On Robinhood, you can trade crypto now. One of their biggest upgrades is Robinhood Legend, which is just an upgraded desktop platform. It's really designed for people who want to take their trading to the next level, and for those people who want to open multiple charts at once. You can build your own custom layout, but you still get that like custom and easy, simple to use Robinhood feel. So this is just an example of what it looks like. Obviously you would customize it for yourself, but yeah, I mean, it's a super clean layout as you guys can see, and it's not super overwhelming or complicated. They keep it super simple for you guys, but they just give you a lot more features. And the best part about this is you don't have to pay for Robinhood Gold in order to use Legend. It's completely free to use. So yeah, it's super cool because you can start simple and you can just learn everything on one platform without having to switch between different apps. And once you're ready to actually upgrade, like I said, you guys can go ahead and check out the Robinhood Gold. So if we scroll a little bit more down, you can go ahead and see that it says Robinhood Gold. So you got the big 4% right there. Your money makes money with 4% APY on uninvested cash. like I mentioned earlier, you're literally making money by just having your money sitting in there. This is FDIC insured up to 2.5 million at partner banks, and your first 30 days are free. Then you'll pay the subscription fee, which is $5, like I mentioned before. These are just some of the bigger benefits that you get when you are a Robinhood Gold member. If you guys do want to sign up, like I said, the link is in the description, but when you sign up, it's pretty simple. You just click sign up and you enter in your first name, your last name, your email address, and then you just create a password. Sometimes and oftentimes they will actually ask you to upload proof of like your name. So it would just be like your driver's license or your passport or something. So that all happens kind of after this step. But yeah, it's just a pretty simple and easy to follow login process. Robinhood does a great job of walking you through step by step on how to do it. But yeah, just go ahead and sign up if you guys are interested in it. And you don't have to sign up for Robinhood Gold. Robinhood is completely free, and Gold is just the only tier that you have to pay for. But if you're not looking to invest right now, or you're not looking to spend extra money, I would say just go for the free option so you can kind of get a feel of how Robinhood is. Now, there are a few features on Robinhood that really make it stand out compared to other investment apps. One of the biggest is IPO access. Robinhood actually lets you invest in certain companies before they go public. Most traditional bankers don't even offer this, or they save it for high-level investors and people who actually have a lot of money in the platform. So being able to get in early on IPOs is a rare perk for normal everyday users. You also get access to 24/5 trading, which means that you can trade from Sunday evening to Friday evening, including after hours. This gives you way more flexibility when trying to respond to how the market moves, earnings reports, any events that happen, all without being limited by the regular trading hours. Another cool feature is fractional shares. If you want to invest in big name stocks like Amazon or Tesla, but you don't have the money to buy the full share, Robinhood literally lets you start with just $1. This makes it easy to start investing even if you're on a tighter budget. Robinhood also uses a cash sweep program, which automatically moves any unused cash into a partner bank account where it earns interest. So your money isn't just sitting there in the account, it's growing even while you're not trading. Lastly, there's Robinhood Strategies. This is a managed portfolio option that automatically invests your money based on your goals and your risk level. And this is a great hands-off approach for those people who want to invest consistently without having to think about it so much. They're practical, real tools that make investing just easier and more flexible, even for the person who's just getting started. Now, I'm not going to sit here and act like Robinhood is completely perfect. There's still a couple of areas where it just falls a little bit short. First, the investment options are limited compared to some of the bigger platforms. For example, you won't find bonds, mutual funds, Forex trading, or things like gold and silver. So if you're somebody who's building more of a complicated portfolio, you might start to feel a little bit boxed in after a while. Second is that the research tools on the free version are pretty basic. You won't get things like income statements, earning reports, or analyst price targets unless you're in gold. Other platforms like Webull or TD Ameritrade give you information like that by default, which can be helpful if you're somebody who likes to do deeper research before you buy. And finally, Robinhood still has a little bit of that reputation problem. Some people haven't forgotten or just aren't able to move past that whole GameStop situation back in 2021. They also point to the fines this company has had to pay over the years. But to be fair, every major broker has had legal issues at some point. And Robinhood wasn't the only app that froze trading that day. It just happened to be the one that everyone was watching. The company's been steadily improving since then, and based on how much they've grown, users feel more confident on using the app today. So the question is, should you use Robinhood? If you're just getting started with investing or you want an easy mobile to use experience, Robinhood is still one of the best places to begin. It's free to trade, easy to use, and comes with enough features, but doesn't make you feel overwhelmed. But if you're somebody who's already into the world of investing and you need access to every single asset and you really want those detailed research tools, you might eventually grow out of it. But for regular everyday investors, Robinhood gets the job done and really well at that. And with the Gold plan offering 4.9% interest and 3% IRA, it's not just a trading app anymore. It's turning into a full investment platform that can help you earn more even when you're not actively trading stocks. All right, so let's get into some of the most frequently asked questions about Robinhood. So is Robinhood safe to use? Yes, Robinhood is regulated by the SEC and is a member of the FINRA and the SIPC, which protects users' security up to $500,000. And really quick, for any of you guys that don't know what that is, let me explain. So first off, the SEC stands for Security Exchange Commission. It's a government agency that's in charge of protecting investors and making sure that the stock market is fair and honest. So Robinhood is, yes, a member of the SEC. FINRA stands for Financial Industry Regulatory Authority. It's a non-government group that helps make sure that brokers like Robinhood play by the rules. FINRA watches over how brokers treat customers, how they advertise, and whether they're being honest and clear. Next, we have SIPC. SIPC stands for Security Investor Protection Corporation. It's kind of like insurance for your investment account. If Robinhood were to go out of business or shut down, SIPC helps protect your money. They do this by covering up to $500,000 in securities and up to $250,000 in cash per account. With that said though, like any other investment account, your money can still go up or down depending on what you invest in. But the app itself, yes, it's legit and it's secure. Does Robinhood really give you free stock when you sign up? Yes, when you use a referral link, Robinhood gives new users a random stock. Now, this stock itself can range in value. It's not guaranteed to be a high value stock, but I mean, it's still money literally just for funding and opening your account. Can I trade crypto on Robinhood? Yes, you can buy and sell major cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and a few others. You don't need a separate crypto wallet to start, and everything happens right in the app. What's the difference between Robinhood and Robinhood Gold? Robinhood Gold is their premium membership. It's $5 a month. It gives you things like high interest on cash, access to in-depth market data, lower margin rates, and an IRA contribution match. It's a good upgrade if you're investing more regularly. Does Robinhood work for long-term investing? Absolutely. You can invest in retirement accounts like a Roth IRA, hold dividend-paying stocks, or simply just buy and hold over time. The app works even if you're day trading or planning for the next 30 years. Can I open an IRA on Robinhood? The answer is yes, you can open both traditional and Roth IRAs on Robinhood. And if you have gold, you get a 3% match on your contributions, which is a rare perk for retail investors. Can I transfer my Robinhood account to another broker later on? Yes, you can, but just keep in mind that Robinhood charges that $100 fee in order to transfer. This is to transfer your full account out, and to be honest, this is pretty standard for the industry. Is Robinhood beginner friendly? I would say it's very beginner friendly. That's kind of like its whole thing. The layout is super simple, it's super easy to navigate, and it's just very welcoming and approachable for new investors. Even if you're somebody who's never bought a stock before, Robinhood is pretty simple and easy to understand, and you'll get the hang of it within a few minutes, if not a few days. Can I use Robinhood on a computer, or is it mobile only? You can actually use both. It started just as an app, but now they have a full decked out desktop experience, including their more advanced platform called Robinhood Legend. So look, investing doesn't have to be complicated or expensive. You don't need thousands of dollars to start, and you don't need to know everything right away. What really matters is just starting. And Robinhood makes it really easy to take that first step. You can buy your first stock, set up your first IRA, earn interest on your cash, and even invest in IPOs all in one app. If you've been thinking about investing but you haven't taken action yet, this is your sign. And if you want to check out Robinhood for yourself, I'll drop a link down below. And when you sign up and fund your account, you might even get some free stock to get started with. If this video helped you out, make sure to drop a like and subscribe for more investing tips. And let me know in the comments what app you're thinking about using or trying. That's it from me, Alex, aka your money friend. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.